At that very moment, I got the idea to going over to Warner's, and I took my sketches and so forth. Then they started the Merry Melodies in the 1st of 31. That was when I joined them. They originally were on Western Avenue. They moved over into a building on Hollywood Boulevard. The cartoons from 31 to middle of 33 were made there. And when I joined them, they moved me right in the same room with Rudy Ising and Chris Freely. It was the three of us in the room. You know, today if you went to a studio, you wouldn't be put in the same room with the co-owners, see? Well, the first morning they just gave me the drawing of Bosco and Honey to practice from. And I sat and just made one drawing after another, working straight ahead, making a final detail of the goat with a fly going around, and he turned his head and he was swatting at the fly with the tail. It was partly like a hand. It was just an ad-lib thing I thought of. Rudy Ising sees this, and he flips it, and I had about 50 drawings already. And he says, hey, that's pretty good, first morning. But he says, you need more burlesque in it. Rudy said I needed more burlesque, maybe more exaggeration or something than I had. It's maybe a little tight, you see. So the next thing you know, whether it was that day or the next morning, Hugh comes in and gives me a crowd scenes from the first Merry Melody, and shows me how to animate them. There was M cycles, rhythm cycles and confetti going and all sorts of stuff and streamers and saying, now, here's what you do here and here's what you do here. And I started off animating. So as crude as it might have been, I was animating the second day I was on the studio, and my animation was used in the picture. It was the first Merry Melody ever made, called Lady Play Your Mandolin.